sauced up. They look amazing. Let's start from the beginning and I'll go through my entire process with you. But these pork chops look great. All right, today we're going to use the 15-minute marinade brown sugar bourbon. I'm just gonna try it. I've never tried it before. I'm gonna cook pork chops on my Weber kettle. I actually bought a whole pork loin, so I'm going to show how to cut those down into pork chops. So we're gonna dump this whole bag in there. And then it calls for 1/4 cup of water. Here's my 1/4 cup oil. You can use olive oil or vegetable oil. I'm just going to use vegetable oil because we have the most of it. And then 2 tablespoons of vinegar. You can use white or apple cider vinegar. I'm out of apple cider, so white it is. And vinegar actually goes really well with pork, so this should be pretty good. All right, I'm going to whisk this up. I can find me a whisk that I like. This metal one. And then I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag with my pork chops, but I'll do a video of me cutting and showing how I do the pork chops. Stay tuned. All right, this is actually a pork loin that I'm going to cut for pork chops. And I'm just going to cut this end off because that makes it uneven. But literally, still kind of uneven. Hang on a second. Let me sharpen my knife here. All right, you can literally cut them as thick. I usually like to go about 1 inch. So about like that. And I'll cut a couple more, and we'll cut the whole way across the pork loin like this. I need to sharpen knife. Or sharpen my knife. Do one more. All right. Put all these pork chops in this Ziploc bag, and then we're gonna pour that marinade over, and I'm gonna let them marinate about 30 minutes. I'll put that in there. It's trash. I've got some different variable ones because some people like them thicker and thinner. So that's what's nice about this. When you use the pork loin, you can kind of do a little bit of everything. Pour that in there. And we're going to get them back out in about 30 minutes and rub them down. All right, the charcoal's lit. We're going to get the pork chops out of the marinade here in a second to get them on the grill. We're doing 2 of each side pans, and we're going to put the pork chops down the middle and kind of grill them. This is just Kingsford charcoal. I like to use the good charcoal, but I haven't found any good charcoal briquettes around me, if they even make them. So we're going to get these pork chops rubbed down here in a second. All right. These were actually marinated about 45 minutes. Got the grill lit, so we're going to take these out. Get them out and rub them down for the smoke and put them on, cooking on my Weber kettle today. I love that thing. I never actually had a Weber kettle until about last April or May. It is by far the most versatile cooker, and I'm going to show you once I get a few of these out what I'm going to rub them down with. And I actually, like I said, I have some thicker ones in here that I'm going to put closer to the fire. One more, that way I'll fill my pan up. Alright, the first rub I'm going to use is Butcher Barbecue Grilling Addiction. I learned something from one of the David Bosca, who owns Butcher Barbecue, one of his live videos recently. that said that the first rub you put on or is the last one you're gonna taste, and vice versa. So I'm gonna put this Grilling Addiction on first. And this is kind of a multi-purpose rub. It's got some, from what I've heard, it's got salt, pepper, garlic, some lemon zest, and just a good grilling rub. You can use it on beef, pork. I've used it on deer jerky, pork, beef, chicken. So we're going to try this on pork. All right. Second rub I'm going to use is King Louis Meat Apostle or Michael Goff Ooh Butter Clucker. This is a buttery savory rub. To kind of give us a little savory, because I did a kind of a multi-purpose rub, then a savory rub, and then I'm going to come back and hit it with a sweet rub. So you're going to kind of mix all three flavors. And like I said, this last one is Butcher Barbecue Honey Rub. I just got it recently. It's probably one of my favorites. But Grilling Addiction is my favorite rub that he has, but I really like this honey rub also. It's become a quick fixture on a lot of my meats. And I kind of put this on a little heavier because it's more sweet and less salty, savory heat. And then whenever I get these all done, I'm going to flip them over and I'm going to coat the other side just like I coated this one. All right. Charcoal is lit. We're going to fill up both baskets. I do this all one-handed while I'm filming. I'm gonna grab the tongs and take care of the ones in the middle and put them over, and then I'm gonna put the grate on. The grill's actually sitting about 350, which is perfect. So I'm going to throw the pork chops on. They smell amazing already. We're gonna let them go about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them. Move this one over a little more. All right, just flip them all over. Look at those nice grill marks on them, and some good char. We're just gonna now pretty much temp them here in a little bit and see when they're done. If they look really good and smell really good, then I'm gonna put some sauce on them and we're gonna call them good. All right, we're gonna check where the internal temperature of these pork chops are. We're gonna be looking for about 150. Here's my Inkbird Instant Read. Never leave home without it. They're a great supporter of our channel and the show. Looks like we are pretty much done with these. Because like I said, we were wanting about 150. That one, because it's a little thicker. But otherwise, as you can see, these are done. I'm going to sauce them on both sides, and then I'm going to pull them off and we're going to eat.